guys, and welcome back for a brand new clean with me. Today we are going to be doing a ton of get ready for back to school, basically just tidying up the house, but then also tackling each of the kids' rooms. I'm also making dinner midway through and testing out a brand new vegan plant-based meal kit from Purple Carrot. So if you want to see how that dinner turned out, learn a new recipe, then make sure you stay tuned to the middle of the video and see what we had for dinner. So we're first off starting out in Kaylee's room. This room, it looked like a bomb had gone off. It was bad. All the kids will pick one room and they'll all play in there, all four of them, and just completely destroy a space. And then they move on to the next room, and you know how it goes. But I wanted to get this room back under control. And actually, while I was working on this room, the kids were all in Carter's room and they were working on picking up a bunch of Legos that they had taken out. Like I said, they go from one room to the next. But while I was working in here, I just had them off in his room picking up those Lego creations. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy. I definitely have a certain method when it comes to cleaning the kids' rooms quickly. I really like to make separate piles and just do less footwork and running around, but make piles of items and then put them where they go all at once. So up on the bed here, starting from right to left, I've got a pile of little letter tracers that you use with a whiteboard marker. I've got a pile of things that need to go into the other boys' rooms. I have the laundry hamper. There's also a pile of books. Those are all going to go in her little book bin. And then I've got some things that are going to be donated. And then the toy bin on the floor, I'm just putting everything in that. That's actually the book bin there, but I was going to eventually put them into our storage bin. And I've showed you guys before. I'll put a card up here, so if you want to check it out after this video, you can. But I've done a video showing our toy bin organization in the garage. And one of my first things that I did when we started going minimalist in our house, when I tried to minimize the kids' toys, the thing that worked the best for me was to just get all of the toys out of the house, because it was so hard to keep them from being all over the living room and all over everyone's rooms, the kitchen, they were everywhere. So what I did to minimize everything quickly was just putting everything in bins. And usually I do separate the bins by what the items are, but this one here is kind of miscellaneous. I'll have to spend some more time separating those out, and I usually have the kids help. But for instance, I've got a bin of stuffed animals. We've got a bin of trains and Matchbox cars. We have a separate bin for their Magnetiles. Everything has a separate bin. So when they're asking for train tracks, I can just go into the garage, grab the train track bin, and before I grab a new bin, then they need to put them back. Sometimes it gets a little bit sketchy, if we've got a bunch of kids over and then we're not putting, if we got multiple bins out at once, then sometimes this can kind of happen and it's more difficult to clean up. But I would say that has been the biggest help when it comes to keeping the kids' toys organized. So anyways, right now I'm just trying to get things sorted back where they go, and also I was just picking out a few things that I wanted to donate along the way. If you guys want to see that video there, if you want to just kind of have an idea of how I organize it and see what our shelves look like in the garage, then like I said, I'll have that video up in the cards for you. Make our love a story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive, looking in your eyes. I just wanna love you till the day I die. Love you till the end of
take you there. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love.
So now I'm just taking everything out of the room, all of the like helmets and books, like coloring books, all of those things out and putting them in their proper places. And I did end up sorting through that miscellaneous bin of toys to separate out like the animals and the cars and all of that. I still do have like a miscellaneous toy bin in the garage. Every once in a while that will like fill up and then I need to do some sorting, but it makes it a lot easier to have like a junk drawer, so to speak, of bins. That way if I'm in a rush and I just need to clear things out really quick from the house, I can just grab a laundry basket and like take a bunch of toys out to that. Or honestly, we don't have that many different types of toys now, so it's pretty simple to sort them into their bins, but that miscellaneous one helps a lot for the overflow. Now, after vacuuming, what I'm doing here is I'm going to tackle Kaylee's dresser drawers. These are like, I have to say the top drawer is actually like my filming equipment. We, for a long time, we only had one drawer, like we had a dresser with, I think it has 6 drawers, but there was one drawer for each child. So like each kid only had one. And when we moved them to their own rooms, they each got more. So Kaylee just has the 2 bottom ones. I think eventually I'll be able to move my filming equipment. I'll like relocate that somewhere else, and then she'll have the top drawer. But honestly, she can't even reach that one right now. So for now, she's just got the 2. And yes, it is missing a drawer pull. I know it's so like funny looking, but I don't know where I can find these. I got this one off of the Honest Company website, and I just don't know where I can get a matching one. I guess maybe I could change the knobs. I think I might do that because they make some really cute like Anthropologie style knobs, and Bed Bath & Beyond has them really inexpensive. So I might just have to do that. If you guys see any cute ones, make sure you send me like a little screenshot on Instagram because I would love to check those out. But anyways, what I'm doing is just giving the dresser a quick dust. Just wanted to clean that off, her little decor frame thing here. And then I'm gonna actually go through and clean out this little acrylic bin that I have for her bows. I'm kind of doing some reorganization there, but you guys will see that as we get to it.
Think about the things we used to do. No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call? So many years has gone by, but I think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all.
So I've had these little acrylic drawers for I think about 6 years now, I want to say. I've used them to store makeup, I've stored jewelry in there. Most recently, I've been using it to store makeup, so I really wanted to make sure I got it nice and clean. There was just like, I don't know, little bits of concealer or like eyeliner bits just everywhere. So I wanted to make sure that I got all of that cleaned off. You can see like a lot of foundation in this one, but I don't want to get that on any of her bows, especially her white ones. I actually just got some new bows for Kaylee from Hannah Anderson, and they're so cute. I got like this giant mustard yellow one too, and love that store. I could just spend forever in there. But anyways, back to the bows. I wanted to get this acrylic bin like cleaned out. The thing that I've been using to store her bows right now, it's just been like one bin, and it's like everything just gets in there. Even all of her little black hair ties, they're in there too. And it just kind of explodes anytime that she takes it down and like spills it, and then they're all out everywhere. It's a nightmare. So I thought by getting this nice and clean, then I would be able to put all of her bows and separate them. Even like the hair brushes, I wanted to be able to separate those too. So I had big plans for this little acrylic storage. You can see here, this is what they've all been in, just like all mixed together. So anytime I'm trying to put together like an outfit, I'm just digging through. Also, a lot of her bows have been on these little like newborn headbands. I mean, you can use them for bigger babies and stuff too, but we really don't use the bows that are on the headbands very often because she has a lot of hair, so I can clip them easily. But I do need to get some more clips. I'll probably do a little Amazon order after I get done with this video, but I need to do just like a big order of like alligator clips so that each of them has their own. But right now we're just I've got like 1 or 2 floating around, and I'll swap them between the bows. But today I wanted to cut all of those like headband parts off and then have a drawer for her hair elastics, have one specific one for her hair brushes, and then another one for the bows. We are finally getting to the biggest thing that I had on my mind when it came to what I wanted to organize today for our Clean With Me. I am always trying to make sure that I don't have like clothes that are just hanging out in their wardrobes that don't fit. Like for instance, this dress, it's one that I love and it's so cute, but it's so short and it's like tight around her rib cage. So it's something that I wouldn't ever put her in because it's just too small for her now. And some of these other pieces, it's like I might have them, but if it's totally winter themed, then we're not wearing it for spring, summer, and not even yet for fall. So it's something more to go with tights. I need to just take those things out of the dresser and like not have it in there until it's like winter time, and then we can cycle through to that. But what I was doing today was just going through and kind of doing a KonMari of all of Kaylee's clothes. I find that especially for Kaylee's clothes, I have the hardest time trying to decide like what sparks joy, or because like there's certain pieces that I really like, and when I look at them, I'm like, oh, I love this. But then I end up not putting her in it. And sometimes I even find things and I'm like, oh, I want to put her in this now. Like, oh, it's so cute. Why didn't I put her in this today? But we just kind of go back to the same few outfits. And I would love to be like one of those moms that just has like, I don't know, 9 outfits for the week and we just kind of cycle through those. But when it comes to Kaylee's clothes, I have the hardest time. I think it's because, you know, with her being a girl, she has so many different styles of clothing that she wears. So if I'm like during the summertime, she's got shorts, and she's got different styles of shorts. She has jean ones, stretchy ones, there's leggings, and certain shirts you don't pair with leggings, or certain ones you don't pair with shorts. So, and then you combine that with like the dresses, and I don't know, I just feel like there's so many different choices, and I've already got her like fall wardrobe mixed in here too. So a lot of these, like when I pick them up, I'm like, yes, I absolutely want to keep this. This sparks joy. She loves this. I love her in this. But a lot of the other pieces I just struggle with. And then the thing is too, I'm sure you guys understand this as well. Sometimes you have something that sparks joy, but you don't know what to put it with. I almost want to put her clothes in like matches, like to match them up with, you know, make outfits, and this goes with this. But then when one piece is dirty and then you don't remember what goes with what, it's so difficult. So I was able to get rid of quite a few things just to pass along and donate, which is good. But since we still also got quite a few summer pieces too, her wardrobe is definitely more full than I'd like it to be. We've pretty much got everything that we need for sort of like the fall, winter, like kind of back to school type of thing. I don't really need to purchase anymore. I might check on Tea Collection just to see if they have anything, like any good deals on clearance for upcoming seasons. But I think we're pretty much set now for fall. And I did recently put an order in for some new shoes for her. I've got like some booties coming. But yeah, other than what's already on the way, I don't think we need to do any more ordering or shopping for her wardrobe. about you guys, but sometimes when I'm trying to declutter one area, like I'm doing a KonMari and trying to just like get rid of things and make tough decisions, sometimes I just want to take a break from that and do something like mindless but see some accomplishment quickly, if you know what I mean. So it was already like evening time, but I just decided to go ahead and make our bed and like get everything retucked. Even though it was like only a few hours away from bedtime, I was like, I just need a break from this decluttering process.
But you're running inside my mind. You know we got together, we will always survive.
Cannot believe that what we had is now gone, and I don't know how to be alone. Feels like my heart is cut in half. What I want is to get back where I belong. 'Cause we don't talk that much and we don't share a lot. Even though there's nothing in it after lately, maybe we'll get there. I know you think of me 'cause I've been thinking about you. Even though we disagree on most things, baby, maybe we'll get there. 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 You had your reasons and I sure had mine too, but I can't picture me without you. I know it sounds a bit cliche.
Feels pretty good to get that bed finally made today. And as you guys saw, I am leaving like this entire laundry basket full of products, hopefully to KonMari later tonight. Things are taking me a little bit longer than I thought they would with going through the kids' clothes. And I've mentioned it before, but I'm really just not willing to compromise on like the time that I start getting ready for dinner. And you know, you start making dinner late, then you eat dinner late, the kids go to bed late, and it just makes for like cranky everyone. So that's just gonna have to wait a bit, and I'll be able to pick up and get through some more kids' clothes, hopefully be able to pass along some of their old stuff or recycle some of that. Anyways, I'm gonna get started on dinner. Today we are working with purple carrot, and actually this is my first time trying a like all vegan, plant-based meal kit. And you guys know I really like meal kits, the convenience of it, and learning new recipes. For me, it's more than just having the food ready to be made. It's all about learning new recipes. And so many times we have tried new recipes and they have gotten into like our week-to-week meal plans, and now we just know how to make them. So that's my goal today. Hashtag eat more plants. It's always a struggle when you've got kiddos to keep things plant-based, and we have definitely fallen off the wagon of like eating really clean. It's a struggle, it really is. I'm sure a lot of you moms can relate, but today we're gonna be trying out some Thai tofu curry. My family loves Thai, so I know this one's gonna be a win, but let's get to it. And this is actually a box that serves 6, so that's not very typical. You can get all the way up to 6 servings in this box. Let's do it.
Ever call back? Do you ever pick up on that phone? Stop pretending I don't know you're home. I guess not. Do you ever respond? Explain it all again, again, again. Tell me why you don't wanna be friends. I guess not.
So I had just gotten our purple carrot box the day before and put everything into the refrigerator and put the dry ingredients into the cabinet. But what I hadn't done yet is to look through their menu. So I went ahead and looked through that because I wanted to get kind of a feel for it. It's also nice that they include some like recommendations, and it's not just the meals that you like purchase. There's also other ideas for things that you can make, like the add-ons and things like that. So it's kind of neat to have like your own little like recipe book recommendations, and all of that too. Okay, now we've actually got a clean workspace. to work with. I am loving that they do their recipes with so many pictures. Like not only the picture of what you're actually making, but like the step-by-step, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I am a picture girl. So this is great. And here's a look at what my meal kit is looking like. So we've got snap peas, we've got green onions, we've got, ooh, coconut milk. There's a few of these in here. We've got some tofu. This is organic wildwood tofu. Cool. There's peanuts, we've got a couple limes. We've got some blue agave nectar. Oh, this is for the sweetness. And then, what is this? Ooh, red curry paste. Like just the right amount. You know what, and I'm gonna use this container. This is funny, but I'm gonna use this container for my gym bag. As far as ingredients go, these are all things that I can get locally, like at my grocery store. So if this is a hit, this will be easy to recreate. Yeah, I'm just gonna get started and I'll let you know how it turns out. I forgot to mention they included the Thai noodles too. Those were in the cabinet already. Okay, first step, I'm gonna boil the salted water and then we're gonna chop up the tofu and the green onions. So here we go.
Don't make sense. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Tell me how I'm gonna live my life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Tell me how I'm gonna get through. I don't wanna take another life without you. Yeah, tell me why we don't make sense. Oh no.
I've already got a little helper. Okay, do you want to help me?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna cook the tofu. You wanna get a smell? This is teriyaki tofu. Does it smell good? I think that smells delicious. So we're gonna take our tofu over to the stove and we're gonna crisp it up. A little bit of oil. Come on, girl. Come on. We gotta cook it first. She's like ready to eat it already. Hey, what are you doing over there? Come on, let's fry it up. You like the smell, huh? You like teriyaki? Tofu is so good. Our water is boiling over on the stove, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add in our rice noodles, turn the heat off. You guys, I've literally never made crispy tofu before where it didn't stick. The key is the oil. Like you gotta add a tablespoon of oil and like do it in batches. I think that was why I failed before. I never actually got crispy tofu. It just kind of all like crumpled up, but this turned out good. And I used garlic salt because I'm out of regular salt. So I think that was good too. Well, I think it is a hit. Even the kids are eating the snap peas. I think it's delicious, like with the lime especially. Just adding a little bit of the lime over the top. The crispy tofu is pretty good too. Do you like the tofu? Yeah, Carter's a tofu lover. How about you, Cam? You liking it over there?
Said yeah.
Yeah? Are you climbing up here?
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars.
Well, if you guys are looking to eat more plant-based meals, you can check out Purple Carrot down below. They are an all-vegan subscription box, and they also have not just dinners like we had today, but you can add like breakfast and lunch too. While I'm sitting here, I wanna show you guys, I mentioned that I was gonna show you these pictures that we got printed. I said it on Instagram, but I want to show you guys while I'm down here and thinking about it, how they turned out, because I think they turned out really good. Okay, so here's kind of just an overview of all the pictures. And then you guys ask me sometimes about these. It's just a geometric plant hanger, and I got those on Amazon. So there's that one's the bigger one, and then we've got two of these geometric smaller ones with like little succulents in there. I think they're a lot of fun, like to get plants up on the wall, and it's kind of out of the reach of the kids too, which is good. So this one's been there, that one's been there. This is a new one that my husband took the other day. We have a few more of these from the same shoot of my husband and I, which we're gonna put in our room, and we have those in like these big square frames. Let's see, this one has been there, of the boys. This print I actually got from Society 6. And then this one here is also from that same little shoot. It's funny because this is just a spot like across the street from our house, but we love this straw, so we're always like taking pictures in there. I think they look really cute, and they definitely go with like what I'm trying to do for our decor in this room.
Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Stars, I wanna drive a faster car.
All right, guys, so as you can see, I headed up to Carter's room to go ahead and go through his drawers. I only ended up getting through Kaylee's and Carter's clothes today, even though I had planned on doing all 4 of the dressers. It was just so much, like mentally, I don't even know why. I think it's just trying to wrap my head around the idea of like them going back to school and their sizes, and like just maybe because we're in between seasons too, with it being still like summertime, but then I'm trying to prep everything for fall. It's just like mentally exhausting to me. And there's not even that many clothes. Like looking at it, I mean, it just seemed like there was a lot. I mean, maybe compared to other people too, maybe it is a lot, but to some of you, it's probably like not that much. I don't know. But for me, I pretty much have all of the kids, like their socks, their underwear, their pajamas, shirts, shorts, and pants. They're all in their dressers. I don't have any of that hanging. The only thing that I do hang is, well, you saw Kaylee's dresses, but then for the boys, it's just their suits and stuff. So that's the only things that's hanging. So everything else is like what I'm dealing with today. But my method for this was just to dump everything out on the floor and then like put like items together. So I just put all of the socks together, all of the underwear together, all the pants together, shorts together. And I thought that would be a good way of like seeing realistically what we have, how many short sleeves do we have, how many long sleeves do we have, and 2, trying to think of it in terms of each child. So I know that Carter, he really hates long sleeve shirts because especially at school, he's so active and he's running around. He's always got like a coat that he brings with him if he's cold, but for the most part, he doesn't get cold. He's always moving and he's always warm. And when you've got long sleeves on, you know, your arms just can't go into your coat as fast. So for him, it's just like, it inhibits his movement. So he doesn't like long sleeves. So I wanted to make sure that I only really kept like a few, like maybe 3 or 4, because he definitely does not need that much. Honestly, he could probably do with just 2 long sleeve shirts for when we want him to dress warmer. But I'll probably, once I am able to get their summer clothes out, once it starts getting rainy and I do take all the summer, like the shorts out, then I'm probably going to do a little bit more of an intense KonMari on their clothes and get them involved too, just to make sure that maybe I'm not holding on to some shirts that they're not actually going to wear. Because really there's no point in that. There's no point in them just you know, getting thrown around and dug around the whole year if they're not gonna wear them. So yeah, I'm doing like my base KonMari right now.
Forever, you taught me how to love, and nothing could be better than you and me, baby, it was you and me. We can never fall, nobody could break us, yeah, I thought we had it all. Take me back to when it was you and me, baby, it was you and me. We were never growing up, said we'd be young forever. You taught me how to love, and nothing could be better than you and me, baby, it was you and me. We could never fall, and nobody could break us, yeah, I thought we had it all. Take me back to when it was you and me, baby, it was you and me. Felt I'm done with the defense. Drove back and climbed over your fence. Had to show you that I was a mess. So you were shrugging your shoulders and closed off. That's what I told you. Soon enough, everything started to change. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. Riding on the dizzying heights.
All right, time to bust through these dishes. I've got dishes from tonight, not very many, but there is a lot of dishes from yesterday. So, gonna bust that out, get it all done, so I can get to bed.
We climbed up, get over the hillside. So right, we stood there all wide-eyed. You and I, floating on air in my mind. 'Cause there's no going back, no going back. There's no going back to your old life. Not living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights.
I think the dishes here are pretty self-explanatory. Although I had a major cleanup disaster just happened. Did you guys see that? Oh, this is cocoa powder. I was like trying to squish all the air out of it and get like a good seal and check the expiration like all at the same time, and I just like shot cocoa powder all over my sink, all over the window and the windowsill, and like behind the sink, under the trim. It's like I was trying to just quickly get everything cleaned up, and then I ended up making a bigger mess. So anyways, I just tried to clear out my sink, and then I was like trying to think out how am I gonna clean up this powder, because it's like already a little bit wet back there, so it just stuck. And yeah, it was a huge mess to clean up. I was like, ugh, so irritated.
Living in the past, we're over that. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Standing on the dizzying heights. Everything's so much better. Riding high on your river. You and I, eyes.
If you guys are curious about what types of like natural cleaners and like my, I don't know, dishwasher tabs and laundry detergent, all of those like cleaning products, I just had another Clean With Me go up and I like talked you guys through every single product that I used, down to like my hand soap and all of the cleaners like for the stove and everything. So I'll go ahead and I'll leave that in a card up above as well as down below. So if you want to see all of the specifics as to cleaners and tools that are my fave, then you can check that out. I will say with that Thai noodle dish, everybody did really well. Like these are the plates that were left over, and I think the kids did a really, really good job of like eating what was on their plate, and a lot of them had seconds. I definitely did notice certain preferences, like Carter really loved the tofu and he ate the snap peas. Kaylee loved the snap peas. I didn't even know that she liked them. Like I don't think she'd really ever tried them other than like snacking on them a long, long time ago. But yeah, it was really, really neat to be able to see like some new foods, especially like from a plant-based meal, to find some new things. So I'm definitely going to add that into my rotation. And knowing that I can make tofu, like crispy tofu, like when we order it at the Thai place, yeah, that's pretty cool that I can do that at home. And it's so inexpensive to buy tofu, and I'm pretty sure like even if you just bought the cheap plain stuff, you can easily flavor that like with the teriyaki sauce in the refrigerator the night before. So I've got all kinds of new recipe ideas from that meal kit. I'm pretty excited about it. And yeah, I know my boys really like the pad thai noodles, so like those rice noodles. So it was definitely a hit. I mentioned toward the beginning of the video that I really didn't want anything to get in the way of making dinner on time and then putting the kids to bed on time. So it felt pretty good to be like cleaning up the kitchen and have it pretty much done by 8:30. That was about the time it was here. I was just like throwing a dish pack in the dishwasher, and then the last thing that I needed to do was to clean the dinner table and then also sweep the floor. One thing you guys didn't see while I was making dinner was that I spilled a ton of rice noodles, like the little pieces, a couple of the long ones too, but I spilled a bunch of the rice noodles from the package on the floor when I was trying to put it into the boiling water. I just, like, my hand must have slipped or something and I opened it bigger than I thought. But yeah, they dumped all over the kitchen floor, so you'll see me sweeping that up here in a bit. You see how many noodles are on the floor? I don't know, sometimes I am a very, very messy cook. The cleanup overall was pretty good, but the floor was a crazy mess. Well, you guys, if you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss my next one. You can also check out my previous Clean With Me on the right or the brand new Fall FabFit Fun Box on the left. I'll see you all soon.